post a director's commentary in which you explain the extent to which your final project meets the brief using evidence of audience feedback and critically evaluate your own skills development with suggestions as how your web drama and skill set might be improved. Right, so I'm just looking at my blog now, and I did a lot of initial ideas, so the pre-production wasn't just jumping straight into it. There was actually a lot of planning, so it's kind of like, it was pretty professional. I'm really happy with the final product, and I wanted it to be focused on the noises and music. That's why I incorporated like a little influence headline. I got my synopsis, storyboard. I stuck strictly to the storyboard. There's, I think almost every single shot from my storyboard was used, and more obviously. And influenced by Black Mirror, kind of like the darker sort of tale of it. H+ was a web drama we watched. That was a bit the budget was too high, and like, well, not too high for it, but too high for me. So the special effects were incredible for that. And I know there was a lot of influences from the in and out focus. So that's what I wanted to mainly focus on. Scrolling down, I did a lot of testing and shoots, and then from every shoot I actually made a few things, like my trailer, my teaser, and then I can show how I actually did that by screenshotting the After Effects, and as well as the colour grading, Final Cut Pro. I've got some outtakes, and later on I'm probably going to make an outtake video just because it's funny. I did photography to go along with the project. I've done issues with the shoot. So I've basically covered all the pre-production. Health and safety was sorted. Feedback. I was getting a lot of feedback after my rough cuts. My photography teacher, Simon, gave me a little list of things I could improve on, and I took them with open arms. I thought they were brilliant. And then when I started sending it to people on Facebook, like friends and other people, they were, well, and I quote, "Sam, that's amazing, I fucking love it, your best yet. Super stuff, and yeah, I liked it. That shit is tight, yo." Yeah, and then I've had loads of comments. Few people have been sharing it, and obviously I put all that on my Facebook, so social networking. Got my own art page, Blacklist Media, sharing that. So I've taken like other people's feedback, sort of played around with it, like they're playing around with their feedback, see if it works, see if it don't work. A lot did, a lot didn't. For instance, going back from Simon's list, one bit was a bit long, he felt, so I turned around and I was like, alright, I'll cut that down. It worked. But also, he said he wanted me to add some dialogue in maybe, and I didn't think that worked well, so I didn't add that. And I was playing around with the titles a lot on After Effects. Critically evaluate your own skills development. This is my best project I've ever made in my life so far, because it's stylish. It's first time I've actually properly used some decent sound equipment, and first time I've properly tried to self-teach myself After Effects, and so far, like, the After Effects is, I'm so proud of what I've made so far. The titles, Fractious, I had 2 layers. One was supposed to be the backdrop. I played around with that a lot, tried to do some motion tracking, but that didn't work so well, so I just moved the position, changed the opacity for some of it. In the teaser and the trailer, turn the, but I thought this effect was really good. I even tried it on my actual piece, but I actually lost the whole footage, the whole piece I made on After Effects of the title Fractious coming up on my actual final project, and then it turning into smoke. But I didn't think it worked that well. I was just going to put it on my blog just to show that I've actually done it, but the whole After Effects froze during the render, and I had to force quit it in the end, and I lost it all. I didn't save it. I only got half of it, and I thought, oh, I'm just going to go along with it. It weren't my final bit anyway, so I didn't. I wasn't worried about it that much. Just a bit annoying. Yeah, monochrome worked incredibly well. I used like different shots because now I can drive. I put my camera on the back of my car, used the tracking shot as he walked in the middle of the road. Blended music perfectly. Used effects on music. Played around a lot with the effects. Delve more into that on Final Cut. And to improve, it's literally just the After Effects, I think. Literally, the title, I used a preset for the end, the credits, and I couldn't slow it down, and I didn't know how to slow that down, because it seems a bit fast, but then again, it should be fast for a web drama. Like, for an overall web drama, the genre, I think it's more like a short film, but it's kind of like, it's literally my auteurship kind of thing. It's dark, and it does represent a lot for my life, and I could imagine loads of different episodes of different drug abuse kind of thing, but obviously they're not all going to end in death. This is just like the main gripping one. That's why it works so perfectly, because it doesn't feel like you're watching 5 minutes. Someone said that to me, or a few people have said that to me so far. Next time, I'm literally gonna try and use more After Effects. Like one point in After Effects was dilating the pupil on one shot, show euphoria and him being on it basically. And I think that was probably the best piece of After Effects I've ever done in my life. So that's probably how I can improve. Just more After Effects, tighten it up a little bit. Cinematic wise, bigger range of locations, I suppose. Find somewhere new. I always shoot over Bedford's Park, but then again it works. But yeah, I'm going to keep using professional sound equipment, and that will be my aim.